Good morning, Facebook, and good morning, world. It's an absolute pleasure to be here, and I'm looking forward to delivering this live stream to you. If you're watching live or on the replay, I do appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. You can feel free to ask any questions below, and feel free to reach out to me anytime if any of this resonates with you and you're looking for help. Because I'm here to help you, okay? I'm here to support you, and I'm here to give you value and shine the light on places you're maybe not looking yet. But we will change that today. So, like, the title of this live stream is obviously Suppression equals pressure, right? And this is a pattern I see show up for coaches. I see it time and time and time again. I've experienced it myself more than once. Right, so this is from experience and from experience of myself, experience of working with people. So I'm sure this will resonate with you a lot, guys. And it's the cold hard fact that you are amazing at what you do. You know what you're talking about, you know what you're doing, and you're amazing at helping people. But you feel lost yourself, right? You feel lost yourself. You find it hard to express yourself and how you're truly feeling because there's this persona going on that you have to be positive 24/7 and on 24/7 because you're a coach and because other people look at you as this positive person. So you feel pressure and you suppress like your feelings, you suppress like everything that your words, your language, like what you want to say, you suppress your vision of actually what you actually want to do. You suppress your dreams, and more importantly, you suppress who you are, right? And you put this onto the world, and you push everything down because you feel lost yourself, you're struggling to express yourself, to express how you're truly feeling, and you're putting on this coach's persona of I'm positive all the time, and you're just putting so much pressure on yourself. Because you're saying, I have to be the positive coach 24/7. I don't want other people to see this side of me because it's a sign of weakness. When really I want to turn that belief around and flip it on its head and say it's not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. If you're willing to be coached yourself, if you're willing to face your shit, if you're willing to go through the shit, if you're willing to express how you truly feel, to express who you are, then that is strength. Suppressing things isn't strength, and trust me, I've fucking done it for years. And when you suppress things and you push things down, they just stay inside of you, right? And when something's inside of you and it's boiling up and it's boiling up and it's boiling up, there's only one way it can come out. There's only two ways it can come out, sorry. One, you actually deal with it properly and you express it. Or two, you snap. You go nuts, like something happens, you start doing things you don't usually do, you start fucking acting in ways you don't usually act, you maybe snap at someone, you maybe do something, and you're like, shit, well, that wasn't even me that done that. Well, yeah, there's the sign that you're pushing things down, right? And this pattern also leads to you struggling to ask for help, right? And I see this all the time. Like, guys, it's okay. It's actually alright to feel out of alignment. It's okay to feel like shit. It's okay to have your past shit come up. It's okay. Like, you don't need to hide from anything. You don't need to hide anything. Like, you don't have to go and spit it all out to the world, man. But you've got to get a close group of people that you trust, that you can get help off, right? That you can express yourself to. Because at the end of the day, you're human as well. Just because you're good at helping other people and you're good with other people doesn't mean you don't need to help yourself. Doesn't mean you can do it all yourself. That's a limiting belief. It was a limiting belief that held me back for ages, that I could just do everything myself and I had to just be this on guy all the time, and I had to be like the perfect person that was getting up at this time and doing this and fucking flow da da da. Like, it was just pressure. It was conditions that weren't actually serving me. Okay? It wasn't serving me at all. And that is not good for you. It's not good for your psychology. It's not good for your business. It's not good for anything. And at the end of the day, like, what you've got to realise is, like, how do you expect to create more freedom, right? How do you expect to create more freedom? Because that's what you want, right? That's what you truly want, is more freedom, more leverage, because maybe you're sick and tired of going around and doing the same things you've been doing for the however many years you've been doing it for. Maybe you're sick and tired of being stuck into one place. Maybe you're sick and tired of burning out, crashing out, days getting longer. Maybe you're sick and tired of putting your clients before yourself. Maybe you're sick and tired of putting everything before yourself. Maybe you're sick and tired of that, and you're saying, like, there must be a better way, that I want to create more freedom. I remember, but how? How? Tell me, how do you expect to create more freedom if you're caged on the inside, if you're stuck, if you're holding yourself in this cage? How do you expect to create freedom on the outside if you are caged yourself? If you're suppressing everything and you're building up this big pressure cooker inside, how can you feel free if that is like... If you don't feel free, you're never going to create freedom. You're never going to allow yourself to take actions, right? What about the next part? You want to help more people. You want to create deeper impact. How do you expect to create deeper impact on the outside world when you're not impacting yourself? When you're not fully consistent with yourself? You've got to bring everything into line and be fully consistent yourself on impacting you. And that means choosing to put yourself first. That means choosing to do things different. And actually realising you get to choose your agenda and you get to choose how you operate on a daily basis. It's never going to happen, right? Of course, like, let's just use the example of you're a coach that's sick of trading time for money, you're looking to create more leverage, you've been doing the same things over and over again for years, you're freaking stuck in the old model, you are long days, exhaustion, burning out, putting clients before yourself. Of course you're going to have to change your business model, okay? And that might be going down the online route for you. That might be where you want to go, right? Okay, that might be for you to create more freedom and leverage, because that can do it, because it's a much better model that can do it for you. And whether you're actually looking to take your laptop, your bag and your Wi-Fi connection and that's it, or whether you're actually looking to step back a little bit from offline but keep your offline and actually add an online element to that business so you create more leverage in that business, and then you can obviously outsource things that need to be outsourced to get things taken care of. Okay, either or, like, whatever way, like, you've got to change the model, of course. But staying stuck in this pattern is not going to allow you to do. You're not going to allow yourself to do. And if you don't do, then you're never going to do. You're never going to change. It's just going to stay the same. And do you want to stay the same, or do you want something different? That's the question. Or do you want to stay the same, or do you want something different? That's the question I've got for you today. Okay, like... It's easy to keep suppressing things. That's the easy part. Like, it's so easy to do that. Right? It's really, really easy to suppress and put on a smile and stay in this state of fear, stay in a state of anxiety, stay in a state of pressure. It's easy to do that because it's just easy. But it's harder to speak the truth. It's harder to express yourself because it takes vulnerability. Okay? And that's why it's important to get around people that don't judge you. So there's a space of no judgment. Because at the end of the day, when you're dealing with others, okay, you've got to be in a state of no judgment, right? When I deal as no judgment, when you're connecting with others, you've got to be in a state of no judgment if you're a coach, right? If you're connecting with yourself, you've got to be in a state of awareness and acceptance, right? That's what you've got to be. And are you doing that right now? Because at the end of the day, I remember this as well, like back when in my personal training days, like there would be a lot of judgment inside of me wanting to come out, but I used to suppress it. And that was because really when you're judging someone, right, which probably happens inside of you without you wanting to express it, what you've got to realise is that's a part of you that feels insecure, and that's a part of you that you're looking at someone and judging them, but that, if you're seeing that in that person, it's inside you as an insecurity, and you're pointing the finger at someone else, right? And if you're suppressing everything, if you're not expressing how you feel, if you're not actually asking for help, and you're stuck in this pressured place because everything inside is just out of line, and you're pushing things down, then you're going to be going around judging everything and everyone inside. Even though you might not be expressing it outside, it's going to be going on inside. You're going to have this voice inside that you're battling with because you don't want to be like that. You don't want to be that person that's judging people. You don't want to be that person that's fucking stuck in a place of shit. You don't want to be that person, right? You don't. But it's there. And it's not going to go away if you keep ignoring it, if you keep expressing it, and keep trying to just palm it off. It's not going to go away. It's only going to go away when you choose to step up, stand out, and be different. Okay, not fit in. Because fitting in is suppressing, because most people suppress. Standing out is expressing yourself. And you don't have to shout it to the world. I'm talking, get someone that can help you, that doesn't judge you, that fucking cares for you. As well as someone that can actually show you the path that you want to go down to create your freedom and leverage that you want. So changing your business model is the number one thing. Okay, and you're going to have to do things different. You're going to have to think differently. You're going to have to change your mindset. The actual process of changing things, actually the actions, is a simple path. It's not easy though, right? Because it's not easy because you've got all this stuff going on inside you have to deal with. Okay, and if you're not willing to face that, your path, you won't walk the path, right? You won't walk the path. You might get that initial hype, you might get the initial buzz, you might get some quick results, but is it going to be long-term sustainable if you don't actually look at you? I've been touching on the subject a lot this week because it's just been coming through me, and it's not a lot of people were talking about it. Like, most people are telling you that you need to sort your sales process out and stuff like that, which is partly true. Like, you might have to do that. You might have to sort your business model out. You might have to sort your systems out. You might have to sort your lead generation, market and stuff like that out. But I think there's a marketing message behind that, right? And that's cool. But I just want to tell you the truth on these live streams. And this is a pattern I'm seeing show up. I've seen it show up I've seen it show up in my life more than once, and I've seen it showing up in the last, over a year and a half working with coaches now. And it needs to be talked about, guys, because at the end of the day, like, it's just not serving you at all. It's not serving you at all. So take this in or don't take it in. It's entirely up to you. I'm not going to put anything on you, but I want you to just see the truth, right? Because this comes up time and time again. Time and time again, right? So that's me stopped ranting for today, guys. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to invite you over. Like, if you're a coach or trainer and you see and you feel that the online route is for you, you want to go down the online route, and you want to go down that route on two ways. You either want to take your bag, your laptop, and your Wi-Fi connection and just work from anywhere, like work from home, you could go travelling, you could do whatever. Or you are someone that wants to actually maybe keep part of your offline business, and you maybe want to step back from that and work on your online stuff and use that as another avenue to create more leverage in your business. Either way is completely cool, and I'd love to connect with you more. I'd love to hear your story. I'd love to speak to you and connect and see if or how I can help. What I would do is love to invite you into the group. Like, that could be the first step, is coming into the group. So I'm just going to put this below. Just give me a second. When this loads below me, I'll comment, and then we'll just click it in there. Try here, and I'll just put that in. I'll pin to the top. Let me see. Should pin. Right, that should be pinned to the top in the comments, right? So if you're a coach or trainer looking to go online, click that link right now. If you're on live, if you're on the replay, click that link. It should be pinned in the comments, and I'll see you on the inside there. But at the end of the day, guys, this is a big pattern I see show up. Like, you're good at helping other people. You're good at what you do, you know what you're talking about, but you feel lost yourself, and you're suppressing everything down and creating pressure, and you're not asking for help, you're not expressing yourself, and you're just staying in this internal battle that's not serving you or your clients or your coaching business or anything, right? I see it happening all the time, and it has to be talked about. So I'm talking about it, okay? And if it resonated with you, join the group, or even better, reach out to me if you want to actually find out if or how I can help you, because at the end of the day, I pretty much bring strategy, direction, the coaching you actually need to overcome your internal stuff, as well as actually plug and play and done for you systems, so you have everything you need to create a leveraged online program right at your fingertips, and it's all in the one place, so you don't have to go searching about everywhere. And instead of actually consuming crazy amounts of information out there, you can focus on the one thing that's actually moving you forward. Because at the end of the day, two big blocks as well for coaches is they don't get really clear or connected with who they're working with. Therefore, there's no real connection and emotional drive there, which doesn't drive your action, and it keeps you stuck in the same place. Number two, you're not producing enough, okay, and you're consuming too much, right? That's two patterns as well. There's loads of coaches patterns there, I see all the time, and I've experienced myself as well. So, suppressing yourself, not actually asking for help, not actually feeling this internal battle going on, good at what you do but lost yourself. Pattern number one. Pattern number two, you can't get connected to who you're working with, right? You're just sort of saying that's not important, and you don't feel connected to who you're working with. You're just sort of working with anyone and everyone. Okay. Number three, you're doing too much consuming and not enough producing. So you're consuming, and then producing a little bit, and then procrastinating, and then and then it just goes round in a circle. And you're not producing, then consuming. You're actually just consuming too much, and you're focused on too many directions, and then it just adds more to the feelings that are going on in your body, because you don't feel good enough, you don't feel like you're doing enough, you don't feel like you're producing, and then you just start to go in this downward spiral, and it's not very nice. Okay, been there. I can imagine it'll probably show up at some point in my journey again. But I'm just a lot better at dealing with it now, because I've got solid rituals, solid routines, and I'm much more aware than I was before. So guys, pleasure serving you today. Hope you took something away from that. Remember, the link is in the comments to join the group if you're a coach or trainer looking to go down the online route. And as well, if you feel called, if you feel like this touched your heart and you'd love to see if or how I can help you, I'd love to give you the strategy, the direction, the coaching, the done-for-you systems, the plug-and-play systems that actually help you make this transition online, as well as deal with all the internal stuff that's going on inside of you right now, because that's where the real magic lies. Okay guys, thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Have an amazing day wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you very soon. Speak soon.